Hey guys, hi, how are you? Thank you so much for joining me on another episode. Today's main course is going to be talking about budgeting. That is step number 2 on the challenge that I have for you guys. Budgeting, guys, it is a very important part of the resource that you need so that you can accomplish whatever goal that it is that you put towards yourself, whatever dream, whatever vision that you have. If you guys cannot budget, I learned this from a professor in my college. The professor in my college says if you fail to plan at anything and in everything, you plan to fail. So I don't want you to plan for fail. I want you guys to budget so that you guys can plan to actually acquire something. I want you guys to plan things out. I want you guys to write things down, as I told you in the video before. I want you guys to dot how much is it going to cost you, how long is it going to take, how much are you making, what do you need to acquire that vision, that goal, that nest egg, that amount of money that you potentially see yourself retiring from or retiring with at the end of your late years of retiring. Also, I want to show you guys a little secret. Mind you, before I even start, guys, I want you guys to please grab a paper, grab a notepad, grab something that you guys could potentially grab that could help you guys dot and just write down clues, because I know lots of clues are going to come out. I believe in Jesus' name that I'll be able to help you. Maybe not the whole video might not help you, but I do know majority of the things that get spoken through all these videos since you purchase will help you. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So I want you to be good at planning. What I want you guys to learn today is budgeting. I personally myself use an app called Every Dollar app. I don't sponsor Every Dollar app, but I use Every Dollar app. Why do I use Every Dollar app? And mind you, I don't make any single money just from doing this. I was actually thinking of creating my own app. So Every Dollar app, what it does is it connects your bank account to each and every single one of your transactions. So therefore, you're able to see every single one of your transactions as they come inside. I think it's extremely nice that you're able to see every single transactions. If you cannot manage your money, you cannot manage anything. You cannot manage a goal. You can't manage your future. You can't manage a dream. You can't manage anything. You need to be able to manage every single dollar that comes inside, and you need to tell it and give it an assignment before the month comes, not as the money is coming in. Give it an assignment. So me and my wife, what we usually do is we plan the month prior what we're going to budget for the month after. Okay, so what we usually do, let's just say in this month of October, what we'll do is in the next month, well, in this month, we would budget for the next following month. So what we would do is we would estimate at the very top of the budget, we would estimate how much money we're making. An example, let's say we're making $20,000. Out of those $20,000, at the very top of the application, what you guys are going to find, series of budgeting items that you guys can locate yourself on there so that it can potentially help you guys structure what it is that you want out of your finances, what it is that you want out of your month, what direction are you potentially giving your money. Guys, a budget is extremely essential. So what I see here, the number one part of the budget, it's going to be income. That's the number one thing you're going to get out the way. Once you write out your income, at least you'll know potentially how much money you'll be making every single month. The second part is giving. We go to church, so to us it's very important to give. To us it's very meaningful to give. I believe, and this is just my belief, I could be wrong, I believe God as a resource is a very wise bank, is a very wise foundation of resourcefulness. And I believe out of his resourcefulness, I believe he gives to those who are generous in giving. I believe he gets his netting return on investment on the money that he allows you to stewardship on how much money you give away. Because God owns it all, guys. We're just stewardships. We're just stewards of everything we have. And everything we have is not ours. Why? Because you came to this world with anything. You came to this world with nothing, and you're leaving with nothing as well. So guess what? Nothing in this world, it doesn't matter if it has your title, if it has your name, it doesn't matter how much property you potentially have. It doesn't matter what do you have, what do you own, how much property you inherit. Nothing is yours. Why? Because you're leaving with nothing. So your job in this world is only to steward. And if you stewardship things correctly, God will trust you with much more things to stewardship. Guys, he's wise, he's loving, he's kind. And this is not, this isn't a preaching. I'm just telling you that the Lord, if he sees that you're faithful in the little, and whatever season you may be finding yourself, he would trust you. He will put you in the most. He will make you ruler of more. So whatever season you may be in, whatever amount of money you're making right now, yes, ideally, it is very essential for you to increase your cash flow. But if you're in a season where you're learning how to increase your cash flow, if you're learning how to acquire a license, if you're already subscribed to get yourself a license and you're just waiting on the seasons of maybe getting the approval, or maybe you're going to school, or maybe you're learning a trade, whatever part of that you are in, stewardship correctly what God has already entrusted you with, whether that is a job, whether that is a business, whether that is a family business, whether it's a family position that they're paying you a salary on, whether it's a commission you're making from sales, whatever the case may be. If you stewardship that correctly, believe me, opportunity will come. How will the opportunity come? It would either come from that same job, or it will come from replying of that same job, because most likely they'll give you a good feedback and they will help you in the next venture of your life, the next job, the next business, the next opportunity. So the second part of the budget is giving. We have our tithes, and then we have the money that we break through our parents, the money that we usually break through our family, the family members that we usually give some money out. And then we have our savings. Automatically, before we even get into anything, we already put how much money we're used to savings. If you've not used to saving money, well, skip that little part, do the rest of the stuff, which I'll continue on in the conversation, and then go right back into the savings. And whatever you have left, it should be able to just add it all up for you so that you can acquire in the savings. And the next video after this, we'll be talking, I believe in 2 more videos after this, we'll be talking about which good investments I recommend. That's me. I recommend you guys to put your money on. Then again, I would not advise you putting your money into any of the places that I tell you to invest in unless you do your own research. So my recommendation in anything you hear in this video is to search up, it's to get hungry, it's to research, it's to go online, it's to read books, it's to watch podcasts. Number 1, from the get-go, I believe you should be reading at least minimum 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day of solid soul-fueling content. 30 minutes a day of just good fire, revivaling and encouraging material about history, about math, about business, about finance, about taxes, about resources, about love, about marriage. Read something. I don't care what you're reading. Read something. And if you want to make money, guess what? Learn and read about how to make money. I'll tell you something even cooler. If you read 30 minutes a day, guys, 30 minutes of reading will get you guys 50 books a year. I have books over here that I'm actually looking at, and I do not get tired of reading them. I read soul-fueling books. I read books on how to fuel your soul. I read books on how to overcome trials. I read books on how to trust, on how to love better, how to be a better follower of Christ, how to be a disciple, how to stewardship, how to manage. Books on organization, books on management, books on so much stuff, guys. Everything you desire to learn is only a book away. It's only a revelation away. The most lackful part of human being are ignorance and awareness. So if you're lacking awareness, then it doesn't matter what goes on inside your life. Guess what? You're not aware that you could change, that you could become more, that you can accomplish things, that you could dream, that you could go, that you can plan, and that you can acquire. So you need awareness. How do you acquire awareness? By listening to a freaking podcast, by listening to books, by listening to audiobooks, by getting your hands and your eyes and your souls, your emotions inside a book that you could potentially read. And I recommend you the Bible. The Bible is so fire, guys. I was searching up facts about budgeting, and before I get to them, I want to continue, guys, on the app. Okay, so after the savings part comes housing. How much is your rent? How much is your electricity? How much is your HOA? How much is your alarm? How much is your water? How much is your mortgage? Those things go into housing. Those are very important characteristics of a budget. They're very important before you decide to even invest, before you decide to grow, before you decide to separate any type of margin. You need to get your 4 main walls out the way. What are your 4 walls? Your 4 walls. Your 4 walls are your housing. Your 4 walls are your bills. Your 4 walls are your food. Your 4 walls are your car, your transportation, your insurance. And after you get the main basic things out of the way, whatever you have left is the margin that you potentially have so that you can invest, grow, retire. Another thing, your most powerful wealth building tool, and I got this from Dave Ramsey, is your salary. Whether it's your salary or your income. Your most powerful wealth building tool is your income. So, Lord, give me wisdom. If out of your income, it's getting taken away by Bank of America, by credit card this, by car payment this, by money I owe to such and such person, by this money that I owe to here, this money that I owe over there, guess what? You don't have no margin left. So let's say your expenses are up to here. And let's say your income is up to here. guess what? Between here and here, what you have is margin. But if your margin is very little, then that means all you have left to invest is very little. So it's great. Yeah, it's very beautiful to have a very gorgeous dream to acquire millions of dollars. But guys, if you only have $100 left of margin every single month, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but I don't know how you're going to get there. The easiest part for you to acquire whatever dream or goal you desire is to have margin. With margin, you could create a business. With margin, you can invest. With margin, you can open banks account. Not banks account. With margin, you can open investment account. With margin, you could potentially invest on gold, invest on silver, invest on Bitcoin, invest on Ethereum, invest on SRP. With margin, you could buy a house. With margin, you could do anything and everything that you decide to want, but you need margin. With margin, you could create a wall of safety of expenses around you. You can have 3 to 6 months of expenses. Shoot, you can have 6 months of expenses. I'll take it better. You can have 3 to 6 months of netting income. If you're 20 and you're listening to me and you get to the age of 40, 50, 60 years old, you could potentially have a nest egg that's nice enough for you could retire so that you could withdraw 4 or 5% from, and you don't even touch the principal from how much money is already inside there in the nest egg. And you could potentially, after you pass away, you could leave that money to your children. At the top of the budget, guys, we put our money in the budget. This isn't the Every Dollar app. This is the app that I recommend you guys to use. Why do I recommend you guys to use this? I don't get paid for this. I'm literally just promoting this because this is the one I personally use myself. At the beginning of the video, like I said, I was actually thinking of starting a budget myself, but I didn't have the budget for it, me myself. The guy that I think I went to charged me a ridiculous amount of money. So I'm still in the process of looking for a budget creator myself. But in this journey, I'll give you guys this budget because it's something that has helped me, and I know for sure it can help you guys as well. So after you guys after you guys structure the amount of money that you guys make on top of the budget, it will automatically calculate it for you at the very top of how much money you can start subtracting out of that amount of money that you already placed in the top. So after you do that, then will be coming a part that's giving. We go to church, so we like to put that as giving. After that, we put all the money that we usually give, like the money we give our parents, the money we give our dads, the money we give our family and whatnot. And then after that, our savings. Now, mind you, skip the part of savings and get on to the personal and the 4 walls like I explained to you guys earlier. And then if you have any money left over, then you go back to savings. After that comes your housing. I have over here my electricity. I have my mortgage. I have my HOA. I have my alarm, and I have my water system. After that comes another very important wall of protection, your gas money. Type down exactly how much money you're spending on gas every single week so that you could potentially have an amount here every single month of how much money gets taken out of gas. So as you fuel your gas pump, as you fuel your car and the transaction pops up, guess what? That little transaction, you just allocate it to the budget you set up for gas in that month. Another very important thing, number 1, please be patient with the budget. Don't get so rigid with the budget that you start going crazy, especially if you're a marriage. Don't get too radical with this. It took me and my wife between 3 to 6 months to understand this. It took my wife 3 to 6 months to be on the same communication with this. It took my wife between 3 to 6 months to potentially get this rolling in the right way so that it can actually work, guys. So have some grace on your life and don't drive your spouse. Don't go crazy with this, guys. It will fuel. If you need to watch the video over, the video is yours. The content's completely yours. Watch it as many times as you have to. Practice. Go online, go to YouTube, and type in Every Dollar app, and then watch a couple courses so that you guys could potentially learn how to use it. But it's a tool that has helped me and made me very financially stable. It has helped me organize my money and visualize it. Money is attracted to management. So if you start managing your money, you start tracking it, money will respect you. It will smell that you look like management, you smell like management, you know management. So guess what? You start seeing how much money you have left over. Not just that, you start seeing how much money you're spending. Once you start seeing how much money you're spending, you're like, wait, hold the hell up. I need to start spending less here, and I need to start making more here, and I need to start allocating some more money here. And it's pretty fun and enjoyable, guys. The next part is food. Me and my wife, and I learned this from Alex Ramosi, me and my wife allocate, and there's only 2 of us and the baby, mind you. We allocate, I don't know if I said that right, allocate. We position, I believe, $1,200 for food. And we divide those, this is me. Go online and see what does a food budget look like for a family of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however many people is watching this, so that you can know your numbers. Be graceful with those numbers. Don't be overly exaggerated with the numbers neither, because that's not going to help you. But be graceful with your numbers. Why? Because you do not know realistically what the market does with these groceries. Everything just keeps getting more and more expensive. So you need to be graceful. The internet might tell you, shoot, that it's $200 for a family of 3 to eat a month. And you might get crazy and put $300 over here. And guess what? Your wife is going to tell you, hey, dude, it's not $300. It's way more money than that. So you get what I'm trying to tell you. Just be very graceful. This is meant to help you guys, not to destroy whatever you got going on already, guys. Okay, so what I do as far as for food, we allocate $1,200. Out of those $1,200, we love going out to eat. We don't like spending wrongly our money, but we do like to eat at Chipotle. We do like to eat at Panda Express. We do like to eat at Pollo Tropical. We do like to eat every so often to Chili's. We like little affordable little restaurants, and we like to go outside because everything can't just be management. No, if you read Ecclesiastes, it says that God has given great wealth for people to enjoy, but he has not given those people opportunity to enjoy that wealth. So guess what? You need to create an opportunity to enjoy the season you're in, whatever season you're in. If you're in a season of not having too much, believe me, it's all temporary. Nothing is eternal. The only two things that are eternal is God and his promises. Nothing else is eternal. Everything is seasonal. If you don't have no money right now, believe me, an opportunity with money is coming your way. If you have too much money, believe me that there's an opportunity coming to come and test your stewardship, coming to test how faithful are you with your finances, coming to see if you're doing what's correctly with those resources, to see if God can continue trusting you with more resources. Make sense? Everything is temporary. Nothing is eternal. Okay? So in the food budget we have over here, we have groceries. So I put 6 and 6. What we usually do is we put $600 for straight groceries. We go to BJ's or we go to Costco's, one of the two. And we put $600 for restaurants. What we usually do, if we spend more money in BJ's, because we buy food for the whole month, if we spend more money in BJ's, what we usually do is we'll take a little bit out of the restaurant budget. Make sense? And then that way we kind of coordinate. And the restaurant budget works very, very okay with us, because if you go to Chipotle, 2 meals at Chipotle will cost me $24, $25. You get what I mean? If I go to Panda Express 2 meals might cost me, I don't know, $30, probably less than that. So it's okay for us to spend that type of money because it's long lasting. But I don't just put restaurants and then just go out to very expensive restaurants. And if I do, I make sure I take it out of here. And if I give myself that luxury, then guess what? I get to have less burritos and less Chipotles to go out to the rest of the month. You know what I mean? So the next part is your personal area. So these are some personal things that I have helped me. Potentially, maybe it'll help you, and it will remove a lot of baggage, of load of time from you. We like dry cleaning. Dry cleaning and laundry services is something that will potentially help you a vast lot. It will help you radically crazy. Why? Because it will remove time from you. Now it is a luxury. If you cannot afford laundry, or if you cannot afford to get your clothes dry clean or get your clothes, you know what I mean? Then don't do so. But we have a budget for dry cleaning. We have a budget for the subscriptions. Those things are dangerous. Make sure after you do your budget, you might get a little wild, because you're going to see how much money is being taken out of your bank account every single month. Check your subscriptions. Check your iTunes subscriptions. Go to your Apple and check the subscriptions you have you might have 2-3 music subscriptions. You might have an Amazon. Your Alexa might be charging you. You might have a Spotify charging you. You might have Apple Music charging you, and you might have YouTube charging you. It's like, how many freaking music things do you need, guys? Just pick one, because each one of them is like $10 to $15. But if you multiply 15 times 4, now you have these $60 being taken out of your bank account, when realistically you just need one, guys. So be wise, be stewardship. Don't just waste your money, especially if you need it and you purchase this with a reason and a potential, so that you can save more money, so that you can stewardship your money well. Okay. Another thing we put here are phones. I put my barber. I put how much fun money we have. So no, all of my money is not meant for fun. No, my money is meant to build. My money is meant, yes, part of my money is meant for fun, but part of my money, majority of my money is to build. It's to be for inheritance for my children's children. It's money to save for an opportunity. Opportunity comes to those who have money. If you don't have no money saved, why should opportunity come and knock on your door? Friends, as everybody's always asking, because I don't know if you guys have heard my testimony, but majority of the things I have now came through a prayer from God. So one day when I'm in prison, when I'm in jail, I tell God, I'm like, God, I'm very envious of what people have. And I want what they have and I don't know how to get it. And therefore I steal it from them. And that's what I went to prison for. I went to jail for stealing and I learned my lesson. Long story short, God gave me the opportunity to be able to become more than I was, to be able to take that person that was inside of me and take it out there. And he polished me, he connected me, he gave me network, he gave me influence. I think all of us know, a lot of you guys that are watching this probably know me from my past. I got great influence from my past. I was a nightclub promoter, very, very known. And God blessed me and he trusted me with more than I could possibly imagine, ever think of, or even ask for. And eventually, due to too much haughtiness and too much ego, too much pride, I lost it all. Pride goes before destruction. So I remember one day, I believe I heard the voice of the Lord said, be careful, everything the same way it came, it could also leave. And that was my moment to repent. That was my moment of realization to know, hey, what's going on? And I didn't, I ignored the voice. In that specific moment, I responded, inside myself, I responded to that voice and I said, I'll be all right. In less than 6 months, I lost all my businesses. In less than 6 months, I lost my jet ski business. I lost my car rental business. In less than 6 months, I lost $80,000 worth of jet skis. That was 6 jet skis. I lost $250,000, close to almost $400,000 in car paint and car deposits. I lost my Urus, my Lambo, my Carrera S, my Panamera, my Tesla. I lost my G-Wagon. I lost all my cars. I lost my Rolexes. And then the last 2 ventures that I ended up getting on was auto body shop industry. So I bought 1 body shop. I lost all the investment. I lost roughly between $100,000 to $150,000 in the shop. And then I was so hard-headed back then that I got into a second shop. I lost another 60 to 100 grand. So I had to potentially lose it all for God to work with me, because I had too much pride inside of me. And God needs you. He needs you to be moldable so that he could create what he wants out of you. So to go back into the budgeting, guys, you need fun money. Back to margin. You need margin. If you have your margin left, add an area for fun money. Add an area, an amount of money that you could potentially spend that money on whatever the Lord you want to. Whatever it is that you like. If you like Amazon, yo, spend your money on Amazon. I don't care. If you like movies, go to the movies. If you like to spend your money online, spend your money online. I don't care. But do something fun that you enjoy. Something that you radically are passionate about. If it's online subscriptions, if it's better recording equipment, whatever it is, I don't care. Just make sure you spend that money on something very useful. Get what? If you want to save it so that next month you could spend on something greater, you could also do that too. But have a piece where you can put some fun money, because you need structure and organization for that as well. Because if you don't, then guess what? All your margin will be for fun money. That's unorganized. All your margin cannot be fun money. You can't just pick a month and just say, well, today is going to be the month for fun money. And guess what? We're spending $20,000. Heck, no, you're not. If you want financial peace, you cannot do that. If you want financial peace, you need to plan for things. If you want financial peace, there are steps that you need to take so that later you can spend how you want to spend. You need to sacrifice for an X period amount of time so that potentially you can live a lifetime of freedom. That's the purpose of these videos. These videos are not for you to just become unorganized. I'm potentially trying to equip you, build you, structure you, encourage you, and tell you that it's very doable, because I lived in trailer parks. I had nothing. Guess what? I have another secret for you. I didn't even graduate high school. So if I could do it, believe me, you can too. If God could do it with me, he could do it with you. I'm not better than you. I'm just hungry. I'm just committed. And I had favor. I cannot even tell you that all that I have came from me. Believe me that all that I have came from great help from above. Miscellaneous is very important, very key. It is a little extra that you put just in case you mess up. Guys, budgets won't be perfect, but they help you become of excellence in money organization. They help you have structure. And if you have structure, you will have a nice foundation. And if you have a nice foundation, guess what? You'll be able to grow. The next one we have here, I believe we have cleaning. We have the cleaning service. We have the dogs. They get cleaning service as well every 2 weeks. We have the lawn service, and then we have the health section. We have the gym and how much money we pay for gym. the next part we have about over here, we have our health insurance. I have another video, another episode that's going to be just for health insurance. I'll make sure to speak a lot about health insurance and protection, guys. The next thing we have is our auto insurance. Then we have a couple more subscriptions, and then I believe at the end is going to give you a part that says your debts. Write down all the debts that you have, and it'll help you track every single month how much money you're budgeting for your debt and how much money you're spending and how on track are you and how able are you able to keep up with your payments and whatnot. It will help you here. There are three main selections in the budget. One that is planned, which is what you plan to do throughout the month. The next one is the money that you spend. It will, as the month pass by, it will let you know how much money you're spending. And then as, let's say, maybe you're in the 15th part of the month, the 16th part of the month, there's another section that says remaining, how much money is remaining left on the budget for you to spend. Whatever is not on the budget, you can either take it out of the margin selection of your budget, or you could potentially take it out of the money that you have in savings, which I do not recommend. I like to play with that sometimes too. Again, don't be so rigid, guys. Be very graceful. This video is meant to help you. This video is meant to encourage you. This video is meant for you guys to be motivated and knowing that it's possible. You just need the right tool set. And if you have the right tool set, it will help you have the skill set. I think I learned this from Dr. Miles. No, not Dr. Miles Monroe, Myron Golden. If you have the right tool set, you will have the right skill set. And if you have the right skill set, then you'll create a nice foundation, guys, out of whatever it is you want to acquire. So again, be graceful. A budget is very doable. That's what me and my wife do. You can listen to me, you can listen to other people, and pick and choose who you want to listen to. But I am not just guiding you on a journey for you to be broke. Believe me, on the next couple videos, you're going to learn some very interesting things that I wish they would have taught me 20 years ago. I would have potentially been rich by now if I would have known the things that I know now before. So don't think I'm in these videos, I'm trying to teach you just to go to school, get a job, and get paid. No, I am going to teach you the total opposite of that. So budget, guys. Budget, 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 budget. If you want a dream car, budget. You want a dream house, budget. If you want nice furniture, nice appliances, nice renovations in your house, budget. You want a nice pool, a nice backyard, budget. Again, I like to end my videos letting you guys know that it's doable. Guys, I come from nothing. When I tell you nothing, if nothing was a place, believe me, I was under that. I grew up in a very medium household. I can't tell you that we were broke when we came here, because we were not broke. My grandma had a good job. My grandma was a business lady. She owned a hair salon. And then my grandfather was a very wise thief. He used to steal from, I believe, meat companies. And man, that man he was a crook, but he was, oh man, he was the best. I learned so many things from him. May the Lord have him in his glory. Oh man, my grandfather, Juanito. Anyways, guys, it's doable. It's doable. I pray that this encourages you. I pray that this knowledge goes deep within yourself, and I pray that it helps you. After you get this done, and after you do it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, there will be a part where I wouldn't say that you won't need this no more, but you'll know the numbers already memorized. So automatically, as you get paid and as you start budgeting, you already know how much money you already need to save. You already clockwise your mind how much money you have for fund money. You already clockwise in your mind how much money is grocery money. You already have clockwise and pre-programmed inside your mind how much money we have for miscellaneouses, how much money goes for this, how much money goes for that. So guess what? You don't need to be as strict as you were before, because you already know how much money you're saving. Guys, I pray this video blesses you. I love you. God bless you guys. And I hope to see you guys for the next episode.